Electronics often go wrong in crop circles. Some people will describe a strange tingling, headaches, or feeling rather ill. My name is Andy Thomas, and I'm a researcher of mysteries and the paranormal and crop circles. I began investigating crop circles in 1991. Something really hit me, and it just touched me inside, and I thought, I need to know more about this. 27 years on, I'm still going. The question of the origins of crop circles has never yet been nailed. Many think, there's an intelligence behind them. They think they're made by aliens or extra-dimensionals. I mean, it's a big universe. There must be other life out there. Whether it's coming here, of course, is one of the great debates. It may well be that we are being visited by other intelligences, and maybe they feel like leaving some graffiti in the fields. Or maybe it's more than that they're trying to very gently make people aware of them in a way that doesn't create fear. It has been argued the slow acclimatization process of little patterns built up a little bit more and a bit more every year is a way of getting us used to the idea of otherness. But there are many, many other theories, some very strange, some religious, some you would never even imagine. I have had some very strange experiences myself around the circles. I was with a group of 2 other colleagues, and we were up on a hillside looking down over a field with crop circles in it. And we saw 3 of these small glowing balls of light. So I have seen it for myself, and I know it's there. We cannot say what they were, but they would appear above the field and then suddenly just fly away. And we also witnessed on another occasion in the same week, strange, very dark shapes flying very, very quickly over the fields. And there was no reasonable explanation as to what they were that we could find. They were soundless, they were quite eerie. In the famous Mel Gibson film Signs, of course, the crop circles in that film are announcing the arrival of rather evil aliens. But I don't personally feel that that's what's going on. There feels something very benevolent about crop circles. I don't sense anything of evil intent, and it would seem to me a strange thing to do, just kind of make these beautiful patterns if you wanted to scare anybody, and I don't feel that that is what's going on. It's going to be something rather stranger and more subtle. But certainly, yeah, I think that they're not evil. If they are evil, well, they're too beautiful, it seems to me. Crop circles tend to appear in any given country, as you would imagine, in the summer months. Although sometimes you do get them out of season in winter crops, or even occasionally, laid into snow and ice. Is that the same thing? We're not sure. But the ones that appear in the fields, of course, you're going to get when the fields are up. If you consider that it might be an intelligent force behind it, well, it's going to use the canvas which is going to work best for it. Some crop circles have had direct information in them. There was one very famous one in 2002 that looked like the classic alien holding a disc of a binary code. Well, that can generate text on a computer. And the message was, beware the bearers of false gifts and their broken promises. And then it went on to warn about they opposed deception and that the conduit was closing. So many people thought that was very portentous. I think you could meet aliens through various ways, actually. Probably standing around in a field isn't necessarily the best way to see one. I think going to UFO spots where people say they see them a lot, you're more likely to perhaps be taken up on board one of the ships. Whether that's an experience you want is another matter, as some people have come back with all kinds of interesting tales. And with crop circles and UFOs, it is absolutely clear that they are not telling the truth. The intense debunking that we've seen of the crop circles over the years, and the flat refusal of the media especially to even acknowledge them much in the last few years, in a way says that there's something they're afraid of. And I think it's very clear that the authorities know more than they are letting on to us, because they must keep tabs on any strange phenomena. It would be in their interest to, we would almost hope they would, because they're meant to be protecting us, one hopes. We were doing experiments in the mid-1990s trying to see could the power of the mind in any way have something to do with it. And we'd done an experiment where we'd drawn a crop circle, sort of basically fairly simple, 6 circular elements in a line, and we had performed some kind of meditation, if you want to call it that, up on a hillside, and that exact shape appeared as a crop circle that very night. We didn't make it, we had nothing to do with it, and it was perfect. It was a beautiful formation. That really, I think, because of the connection we felt with that, whatever was going on, that's probably my favourite crop circle of all time. Skepticism is an issue. It's easy to have a very basic opinion, but you know as soon as you talk to them, they have never looked at the detail. People do say, oh, you're just a flat earther, and I go, no, I'm not. I don't believe that. But, you know, that's the way it goes. And what I always say to people is, look, if you want to be skeptical and try and debunk me, that is fine, but do it based on the evidence. Don't do it based on some opinion you've heard from somebody on the telly a few days ago. Get informed, look at all the evidence, spend 27 years looking at it like I have, and then we'll have the debate, and then everything's fair and square.